Hi guys, what we want to run through with you today is just some of the stuff we're seeing in terms of goal setting for people, and how we would kind of encourage you to approach this. So most goals, you can take them from the point of view they've got point A, so where you currently are and kind of what you're able to do, okay, and where you want to get to. Let's take somebody who wants to add 10 kilos to a lift, somebody who wants to lose 5 kilos of fat, or somebody who wants to gain 5 kilos of muscle, okay? The principles of this are the same for all of these things. You need to pay attention to the details, okay, in terms of kind of where you are right now, and how you're progressing towards that goal. So if we take somebody who currently squats 120 kilos, okay, and wants to squat 130 kilos, they're going to have to go through a process where they're able to squat 121, 122, 123, and 124. Now we understand there's a context to that, and that's different for different people, and some people may be able to make much bigger jumps than that, and most people will, but it's really to illustrate the point, okay? It's the same with fat loss, and probably a better and a kind of easier way of illustrating it is, if you want to lose 5 kilos of fat, you need to lose the first kilo. If you want to gain 1 kilo of muscle, you need to gain the first kilo, okay? And the reason why that's so important is if you don't, and you don't approach it like this, you miss out on some really, really nice moments that can be really motivating and really encouraging and really kind of supportive. So to help you, and kind of help anybody else that's kind of watching or training at home or training on their own, okay, the first thing you want to do is have a very precise measurement, okay? So the tools you can use, okay, first one will be a training journal, and a very accurate one that includes kind of rest and kind of, you know, the sets, how much rest you had in between each set, and how they felt and how that went for you. The other one we use here from a body composition point of view is our €7,000 body composition measuring robot. Okay, that's the InBody. And effectively what that will do is give you a very precise set of numbers in terms of where you are with muscle mass and body fat. Once you have that information, okay, what you can then do is note the trends and the patterns and see what's happening. Because if you've been doing something for 6 or 8 weeks and you're not really far along in your training, okay, and nothing's really moving, then something has to change. But once you have that information, it's much easier to kind of know where you're at and tweak what may or may not need to be changed. The other reason why you want to kind of do this, and we'd really encourage you to do it, is, again, it's to celebrate those moments, okay? You lose that first kilo of fat, happy days, you know what I mean? You've made a big improvement, you've had an impact on your kind of body composition and health, and that should be celebrated, because we're all too kind of quick to just skip steps. Oh, I don't care that I only lost 2 kilos, I've got another 10 kilos that I need to lose. Or I don't care that I squat 130 kilos, there's a guy, friend of mine, he squats 150. That's a shaky place to be, and kind of being constantly on yourself like that and hard like that typically kind of leads to just not a really enjoyable kind of training experience. So I suppose, you know, to sum up, the key thing you want to do with this is pay attention that you're paying attention to the details throughout the process, and on top of that, you're respecting the process, and that you're trying to make a jump from there to there. You're going to have to go through some steps. If you've got any questions, just pop them in the comments below.